Get ready for high-stakes basketball action, because we are kicking things off with the Sacramento Kings versus the Phoenix Suns game on January 2nd, 2026. We break down every pivotal moment of this intense NBA matchup. We're diving deep into the play-by-play action to see who takes control and how this clash of titans unfolds on the court. Could fundamentally change the Suns' offense, and whether the team is ready to make the big move to secure an elite playmaker for the future. Finally, we put it all together by rating every single Phoenix Suns player on how likely they are to be traded this offseason. We look at the trade likelihood for Devin Booker, Mark Williams, Jalen Green, and more, giving you the definitive breakdown you need to know who is moving and who is staying. Don't miss a second of this analysis. The NBA action heats up as the Sacramento Kings take on the Phoenix Suns in a highly anticipated matchup scheduled for January 2nd, 2026. This game promises to be a dynamic contest, with fans eagerly awaiting a play-by-play breakdown of the intense basketball showdown. The upcoming game is set to feature top-tier talent from both franchises as they battle for supremacy on the court. Details regarding the game's progression and key moments are expected to be covered in a detailed play-by-play analysis as the action unfolds on Friday, January 2nd, 2026. The Phoenix Suns are facing a critical offseason decision regarding center Mark Williams, with the Detroit Pistons emerging as a potential solution. The Suns are reportedly considering allowing Williams to walk this summer, citing discomfort with extending his current contract at a price point they are not comfortable with, despite having previously acquired him. This move would allow the Suns to prioritize other roster needs. Meanwhile, the Pistons are looking to build around center Jalen Duren, following his experience in the Round 2 matchup against the Cleveland Cavaliers, where he was limited in playing time. The Pistons plan to double down on Duren, hoping this playoff exposure will enhance his performance next season, while acknowledging that Isaiah Stewart and Paul Reed both deserve more significant roles on different teams. Paul Reed is highlighted as a cost-effective option, entering the final year of his contract with a salary just over $5 million, and is positioned to earn more minutes with Common Maluach gaining postseason experience. The argument is made that having Reed or Stewart as a starter who can supplement Maluach is preferable to having both Williams and Maluach competing for the starting spot. Furthermore, the content suggests a potential trade scenario involving the Pistons that could secure a secondary scorer for Phoenix. If the Suns proceed with plans to bring back Colin Gillespie and Jordan Goodwin and fail to reach an agreement with Williams, a deal involving the Pistons becomes strategically viable for the Suns. This move could position the Suns better for a deep playoff run, potentially involving trading away assets for the necessary pieces. The Phoenix Suns are actively exploring significant roster moves, with trade rumors intensifying around the possibility of acquiring star point guard Ja Morant. The franchise, positioned as one of the few teams needing a major acquisition to reach the elite tier in the Western Conference, possesses the necessary trade assets to make an aggressive push this offseason. Trade speculation is mounting, with recent reports indicating that Ja Morant is receiving trade interest from both the Phoenix Suns and the Sacramento Kings. The rationale behind this pursuit is clear. The Suns currently lack an elite point guard. Adding Morant is seen as a direct solution to unlock offensive potential. Analysts suggest that Morant's explosiveness and playmaking could allow Devin Booker to transition into a more natural scoring guard role, alleviating the burden of primary ball-handling responsibilities. This potential move addresses recent offensive stagnation, particularly when chemistry between Booker, Jalen Green, and Dillon Brooks has been disrupted by injuries. Morant is viewed as a catalyst capable of immediately changing the team's offensive structure. However, the decision is not solely about talent. The organization faces a deeper organizational question. Is the Suns prioritizing immediate star power or long-term stability? While Morant remains an exceptional talent, his off-court history introduces variables concerning availability, leadership, and maturity that must be weighed. Ultimately, the Suns must define their path forward. Whether they pursue a point guard like Morant, address size concerns with players like Zion Williamson, or target another superstar, the franchise needs to establish a clear system, an identity, and a leader capable of ensuring postseason sustainability amidst the ongoing speculation. The Phoenix Suns are contemplating their roster for the upcoming season, with several players identified as potential trade candidates. According to a recent analysis by Sports Illustrated, the team is looking to maintain much of its current core while exploring moves for certain assets. Center Booker, currently rated a 2 in likelihood to be traded, is not expected to move, as owner Matt Ishbia has shut down trade rumors. However, discussions persist regarding his future role as he approaches age 30. Brooks is also unlikely to be moved, with Ishbia expressing a desire to keep him in Phoenix long-term, especially after his impact during the team's recent turnaround. However, the analysis points to several key trade targets. Williams stands out as the top candidate with an 8 likelihood of being traded via a sign-and-trade, particularly given his injury history and the presence of common Malawach. Allen is another strong prospect with a 7 likelihood, as his improved playmaking and driving ability could complement the team's needs for size, and his upcoming salary could facilitate a trade. O'Neal carries a 6 likelihood, as his high shooting percentage and veteran presence make him a valuable asset, though Phoenix may prefer to retain him for locker room value and size. Coach Jordan Ott's acquisition, Ighodaro, is rated a 3, suggesting he could be moved if the Suns pursue a star-hunting approach. Dunn is rated a 5, with his minutes uncertain, making him a potential sweetener in a multiplayer deal. Common Malawach, the 19-year-old youngest player, has a 2 likelihood of being traded, as Phoenix has prioritized his development. Rasheer Fleming is considered arguably the biggest untouchable asset with a 1 likelihood of being traded, as he is expected to secure a larger role and address the team's size concerns. Finally, Highsmith is expected to move into a larger role or be cut rather than traded, rating a 2 in likelihood. Bauja is also unlikely to be traded, as the Suns will either pick up his team option or decline it.